Hey everybody, Tsukonko the Fanda here, and we are back with Dragon's Lair, where we're still dying. Right. Sword. Nice. Up. Wow, 2 rooms in a row. Got it. Up. Okay. Up. All right.
Save me!
Right. Left. Up. Right. Left. Right. Oh boy. Ah. I feel like I'm getting close at least. Right. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Going the other way now. Alrighty.
Whoa!
Another one. Shoot, right into the fire.
Whoa!
Left. Right.
Woo!
Left. Right. Right. Right.
Save me!
Sword. Ah, darn it.
Save me!
Sword. Left.
Save me!
Ah. Up. Oh, wait.
Save me!
Oh, got it. Oh, you did the wrong thing.
Save me!
Sword. Left. Sword. Alright, so that's it. Next. jumping diamond. Alright. We can do this. Down. 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 Up. Here we go. Oh. Okay, that was enough killing. Alrighty. Right. 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 Sword. Sword. Okay, treasure. Left. Sword. Sword. Okay. Down. Down. At least I feel like I'm making progress here. Keep seeing new areas now. Sword. Ah. Left. This again. Left. Oh, it's backwards. Up. Forward. Left. Right. Up. Oh, geez, that's... Forward. Left. Come on. Forward. Left. Forward. Ooh, I feel like I'm getting really close now. Ooh. Up. 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 Totally just like got the path right through. Alrighty, just avoided it. Whoa, I'm here. Come on, Daphne, give us a little dance. Alright. Left.
Oh, please save me. The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword. Ooh.
Right.
Oh,
Very Thought you heard something.
please save me.
Going back to sleep.
The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword. Ooh.
Right. Forward. Sword. I already had the sword. Alright, guys. Need to focus.
Oh, Please save me. The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.
Down. Right. Again! What are those things anyway? Besides a random bunch of stuff that's pretty pile of stuff.
Oh,
Another pile of stuff carries a pile of stuff.
please save me. The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.
Sorry, guys. Apparently I pushed it a little too soon.
Oh, please save me. The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.
Down. Down. Up. Right. Sword is next. Hey. Seriously, that was it? Okay. Alrighty. And Tsukonko. I'm sure that could have been a much higher score, but... Hey, look at that! 3,268. We got one more point! Huh? Damn. Jeez. Spaces. Well, I don't remember there being advantages. I was kind of focused on doing the right inputs to pay attention to half the missions, but maybe that's the sequel. Got them. That's obviously species. Sounds like a species. Dragons Lair 2. And 1, 2, 3. 3 inputs. So yeah, let's finish out this video. Let's watch some of the extras here.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the Dragon's Lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Oh, that was kind of cool. I definitely get the feeling that I should have timed the elevator area differently. Hopefully this isn't too long.
The next one I'm going to do has two characters in it, and the two are Dirk and the dragon Singe.
Hey,
Now,
Don
Dirk
Bluth
is a little tiny
Animation.com.
character,
All right.
and Dragon is a great big character, Singe is. So what I'm going to do to cheat this a little bit is I'll pull Dirk into the foreground so that he stays kind of big, and push the dragon into the background. And I think just to get this thing to work, I'm going to sketch out how I can do this. This dragon is sort of looking at Dirk like that. And I can bring all the tail up around like this. And maybe the legs of the dragon like that. So I think that's going to work. So the dragon, what I just told you, I think is really relevant here. What's the dragon doing? Is he excited? Is he angry? Does he want to get Dirk? All of that becomes really relevant. So I get a dragon that's going to be kind of that big. So Dirk, if I turn him around and put our back to us, we're not going to see him too much. But what I could do is have him, he's just made a swing at the dragon, and he's really in the foreground up here. So I'll put his head there, maybe arms like this. There's his sword. And so I want to do it in action, because somehow the action always looks better rather than just standing there. And we'll say he has just swung the sword like that, but the dragon had stepped back and it missed. So that gives me an idea of what the picture's going to look like. Right now I've got this down in this corner, so it looks like we're going to probably have to take the little seal and put it over in this corner. But I think it'll work. So let's get this Singe dragon to work for us. Really important. I'm going to just slightly detail again, so I know what I'm drawing here. The eyes will be somewhere in there. The hard part about this dragon a lot of times is these big rims that are on his tummy. But once I kind of get the idea, then I can work with a little more confidence. I'm going to say the dragon is really, really angry or really fierce, because it's going to make better drawing, which means its hands are going to take on kind of a stiff look. Shoulders up here.
I love how he's using the very basic
That's going to work great.
pencil, number 2 pencil.
Then I'll put all the spines and all the decoration on him just a little bit later. Let's see what Dirk's going to look like. I think he's going to be looking back towards the dragon, so I've got the eye line right there, and I'm going to put his eyes looking up at the guy. So it's sort of like that. Here would be his helmet. There's the Dirk nose and the Dirk frown. That works.
Wow.
And his shoulders. It's really hard with human characters. You have to get the anatomy just right, or anyone looking at it says, it doesn't look right. And they'll spot it immediately.
It's
Even
actually
if they're
pretty
not
cool.
an artist, they'll spot it. So it'll be something like this. So far I'm fairly confident. I'm going to be careful with the little skirt, not to put it on too soon, because he's in motion. When a character is in motion, all the what we call the secondary action things, which would be things like cloth or hair or tails or anything like that, all of those things move according to what the character is doing. So I'm not going to put this on him yet. I'll just wait, and I'll know just what to do later on, but right now I don't know. Okay, so that gives me an idea how Dirk is going to look. So let's start detailing our dragon and see if we can't get this guy looking really terrific. Go up here. I'm going to have him, the eyes and the mouth are always really important. There's a knob on top of his head. And the brows are always a little darker than anything else. The cheeks of the dragon tell you, what he's doing. So I think the dragon has one of those mean kind of smiles on his face. And the big nostrils, which you can see. When we were first learning how to draw this dragon, everybody had a lot of fun with it because we hadn't a clue. No one knows what a dragon really looks like, unless you look at the kimono dragons. And you just don't know, so you have to make something up. So we stuck right on his bottom of his chin these two great big warts with these little growths that come out of them. And we went up to the top of his head, on the knot on top of his head, and did the same thing, so that he has these appendages that come out of his head. And it made him really interesting. Then we thought,
Very symmetrical.
well, why not put sort of like,
Well,
out of the
looks
same
like we're
point
about to
right
run
here,
out
we're
of
going to put
time.
these big fan-like things on his cheeks, which are like fins. And he suddenly got very interesting. And what we use these for is whenever he looked like he had a burst of adrenaline, these things would open up and these would straighten out so that it gave us little appendages that gave him expression. We thought we were so clever in those days. Now I'm getting the regular dragon tongue right now rather than having just spit the fire. So now let's head into the back of the dragon. He has all these really great looking spines on his back.
This is going to end in a second,
This
so
drive
it's been
animation's
Tsukonko the
crazy.
Fanda signing out. To the next episode, you doing Space Ace.
They're also part of his charm.
Thanks for
Go
watching,
up
guys.
here like this.
And
You have
enjoy
to
the art
start
lesson.
putting all these little lines. Now these things tell you what the perspective of the dragon is. Since it looks like we're kind of upshot, I like to kind of change the direction and make them go up, so that we look like we're looking up underneath him, which I think helps. Now he's also a very strong guy, so you want to give him, all the musculature that he needs to be a dragon, and all